Good morning, students. In our last class, we discussed about firing circuits of IGBT and firing circuit of MOSFET. And in our today's class, we are going to discuss about thyristor protection or SCR protection. So, in our today's class, we are going to discuss why we have to provide the protection for thyristor. This is the one of the important point. And second point we are going to discuss in our today's class is what are the different types of protections we are providing for our SCR. This is the another important point. So in our today's class we are going to discuss about these two things. So why we have to provide the protection for SCR. So why we are provide protection means, so because for reliable and effective operation we have to provide the proper protection for devices. So not only SCR, so what are the devices we are used in our circuit, that every device must be protected, then only our operation will be effective and reliable. So coming to the SCR is a very delegated semiconductor, so we have to provide the proper protection for our SCR. Okay na? So we have to use the specific ratings for getting the desired outputs. That means rating of the SCR is also considered while designing the firing circuits. Not only firing circuit, for designing of the any circuit by using the SCR we have to take the proper rated SCR. Okay na? So this is the first point we have to discuss. And second point is what are the different types of protecting schemes we are applying for protecting of the SCR. So here totally mainly 5 protection schemes we are considering. So in that, first one is over voltage protection scheme, second one is over current protection scheme, and third one is high dV by dt protection scheme, fourth one is high di by dt protection scheme, and finally thermal protection scheme. So out of these 5 we are going to discuss about first 4 very importantly. So let us see over voltage protection scheme. So this over voltage protection scheme consists of 2 topics. One is internal over voltage protection and second one is external over voltage protection. In over current protection is also there are 2 cases we have to consider. One is internal over current protection and second one is external over current protection. So let us see how we consider over voltage, how we get over voltage in our circuits. So let us see what is over voltages and how we get these over voltages. Means over voltage is very serious cause for the SCR failure. So how can we get this over voltages? Means because of the transient voltages. Okay now, so when there is a transient over voltages, this lead to the unscheduled turn on of the SCR. That means if there is any unexpected transients are raised in the circuit, that unexpected transients causes turn on of the SCR. So this over voltages may lead to the permanent damage of the SCR. So because of this over voltages, there is a cause of permanent damage of the SCR. So this is the over voltages. Next, what are the causes for these over voltages? Where we get these over voltages? When we get these over voltages means during the commutation process or during the lightning, that means when switching on or switching off condition, at that situation we get the over voltages. And second one is during chopping process. So at these conditions there are so many other conditions is also there for getting the over voltages, but these three are we are considering as a examples. What are those three means? During the commutation process and during the chopping process and during the lightning process. So these are the main causes for the over voltages. So the here over voltages is generally divided into two types. That is, one is internal over voltage and second one is external over voltage. Internal over voltage means that is caused within the SCR side, that means either in triggering side or within the SCR. External over voltage means that over voltage is caused because of the loads, or from the load side we are getting the external over voltage. Let us see internal over voltage. How can we get this internal over voltage? So during the turn off process of the SCR, a reverse current flows through the SCR after anode current decreases to 0 to sweep the early storage charge. Okay, now so this reverse current decayed at fast rate at the end of the reverse recovery interval. Due to this inductance of the circuit, this heavy di by dt produces the high voltages. This high voltages value may be much higher than the rated value of the SCR, and hence SCR may be damages. So here we have to consider some important things is, so these internal over voltages are raised because of the turn off process of the SCR. When we are turn off the SCR, there is some reverse currents flowing through the SCR. So this reverse currents may cause the high di by dt. Okay, na? So high di by dt means there is a high rate of change of current in reverse direction. This high rate of change of current may produces the high voltages. This produced high voltage may damage the entire SCR permanently. Okay, na? This is about the internal over voltage. Next, external over voltage. How these external over voltages are generated? So generally this external over voltage is considered from the supply source or from the load side. So let us see how can we these over voltages are generated. So during the blocking mode in converter circuit, which is supplied from the transformer, so there is a small magnetic current flow through the primary of the transformer. If the primary, see here, when we are operating the circuit is connected to a transformer. So this transformer primary has some magnetizing currents. So when we are switching operation is done, this primary magnetizing current produces the high voltages in the secondary side of the transformer. Okay, na? So that high voltages may produced or generated or applied across the SCR. So this voltages is more greater than the rating of the SCR. So this SCR may be gets damaged. This is the one of the uh, reason for generation of the over external over voltage. How can we generate this external voltage? Means by using the transformer primary having some magnetizing currents is flowing from primary to secondary, and when we are going to switching operation is done, this magnetizing currents flows through the secondary side also. So the secondary side, this produces very high voltages because of this magnetizing current. This high voltages is directly applied across the SCR, so that SCR may gets damaged. This is the one of the point for causing of external over voltage. And second reason is because of the lighting surges on HVDC system. So because of the in HVDC systems there is a lighting surges will be generated during the connection of the circuits. So this when these HVDC systems are connected, there is a high magnetizing over voltages are generated. And next point is when this we are using the SCRs, this SCRs what we are using is connected to the load. For suppose if that load contains high inductive load, okay na, so the sudden interrupt causes the generation of high voltage across the SCR. So see here, we are using the inductive load, that means we are using high inductive load, means there is some currents is existed in the that leakage currents are existed in the system. So when the switching operation is done, at that situation a high voltages are generated across the SCR. This is the one of the reason for causes of the external over voltage. And next point is, if the switches are provided on DC side, a sudden operation of these switches produces arc voltages. This arc also gives rise the over voltage across the SCR. So during the operating of the circuit, there is a sudden switching operations will be done. Because of this sudden switching operations, there produces a arc voltages across the switch. That arc voltage will flows through the SCR what is connected in series with the circuit. So because of this arc voltages, our circuit may get damaged. Okay na? So this is the one of the reason for causing of the external over voltage. See here, first one is because of the transformer contains some magnetic leakage current. This magnetic leakage current is flows through the secondary side also. When there is a switching operation is done, when this switching current, magnetizing currents are flowing, at that situation large voltages are generated. This large voltages is connected across the SCR. So because of this sudden voltages, this SCR may be damaged. This is the first reason. And second one is lighting surges on the HV side. So during the operation of the SCR, the switching operation is done and lighting surges are raised when there is a connecting of the converters, that causes very high magnitude of over voltages. This also damages the SCR. And third one is because of the high inductive load. So we are connecting the SCR to the high inductive loads, and there is any sudden interruption is made. At that situation high voltages are generated and that is produced across the SCR. So this is the third reason for causing of the over voltage. And second one is during switching operation there is a arc voltages are generated. This arc voltages may produce the over voltages. So this arc voltage is connected across the SCR. So what is the arc voltage generated in the switching operation, that is applied direct across the SCR. So the SCR may get damaged because of this arc voltages. Next, so up to now we are discussed about how we are getting the over voltages. Over voltages are getting two ways. One is internal over voltage and second one is external voltage. So internal voltages are raised because of the internal of the SCR operation, and external over voltages are generated because of the load side. Okay na? So now we have to take the proper protections against the over voltages. So let us see what are the protections we are applied for the over voltage protection of the SCR. So to protect the SCR against the over voltages or transient voltages, a parallel RC circuit is connected across the SCR. So by using RC snubber circuit, we can protect the SCR from the transient over voltages. At the same time, this snubber circuit is protect against the internal over voltage also. So and after SCR is turned off or commutated, the reverse current is diverted to the snubber circuit, which consists of energy storing elements. So indirectly we are providing the snubber circuits. These snubber circuits are used for the protection of the SCR. So this snubber circuit will provide protection against the transient over voltages, and this snubber circuit will provide the protection for SCR from internal over voltages that caused during the reverse recovery process, and this snubber circuit will provide the protection for the SCR during the turn off process also. Okay na? So by using snubber circuit we are giving protection from three types. What are those means? From transient over voltage, and second one is internal over voltages that caused during the reverse recovery, and third one is we are providing protection for SCR during the turn off process. Next, what are the another ways we are providing the protection for the SCR means by providing the voltage clamping circuits. So by providing the voltage clamping devices across the circuit. So by using this voltage clamping circuit, we will give the protection against the lighting and switching surges of the input side. Okay now, so by using this voltage clamping devices, we can provide the protection for the SCR from lightning and switching surges at the input side. So this voltage clamping devices like metal oxide resistors or diodes, okay na, thyrector diodes or avalanche diodes are suppressors and most commonly employed as a voltage clamping circuits. So generally we are using the voltage clamping devices across the SCR to protect the SCR from lightning and surging arresters. These lightning and surging arresters are very high effective or high voltages are generated during this lightning and switching surges. So definitely we have to provide the voltage clamping devices across this SCR. So how can we provide this voltage clamping means by using metal oxide varistors or by using selenium thyrector diodes or avalanche diodes. So by using these devices we can provide the voltage clamping across the SCR. Okay, no? So these voltage devices having falling resistance characteristics with increase in voltage. Therefore, these devices provide their low resistive path across the SCR when the surge voltages are applied across the device. How can we provide protection from over voltages to the SCR is by using voltage clamping circuit. How this voltage clamping circuit giving protection means by its nature. So it having the falling resistance characteristic with increase in voltage. That means with increasing the voltage the resistance path of these devices will be reduced. That means it provides the path for increasing the voltages. So then this high voltage does not reach to the SCR when we are connected these voltage clamping circuits. So this is the important point we have to remember. So what are the characteristics of this voltage clamping devices means having falling resistance with increasing the voltage. That means with increasing the voltage the resistance is going to be reduced. Resistance is going to be reduced means it provides the conduction for the high voltages. Okay, na? In this way we are going to provide the protection for the SCRs. So see here, this is the diagram. So this is different one, that is protection against overcurrent. Up to now we are discussed about these topics. The combination of this R, C and D, this is called as a snubber circuit. So this snubber circuit are provide protection for the SCR from circuits from over voltages. And so this circuit provide the protection to the SCR from internal faults. That means which faults are occur when over voltages are raised because of the internal operation of the SCR. And this is the thyrector diode. So this thyrector diode is used to protect the SCR from surges. That means lighting surges or switching surges. The load is connected across here. This is considered as a load. See here, load is present here. So if there is any fault is occurred this side, that means any voltages are raised here, this are not sent to the thyristor. Why? Because if there is a high voltage is generated this side, this thyrector diode provides low resistive path. Why? Because basically it has the nature of falling resistance with increasing high voltage. So if there is a high voltages are generated, this provides the path for these high voltages. So automatically this SCR will protected by this snubber circuit. This is the snubber circuit and this is the thyrector diode. So this is the inductor is also provided in series with the SCR to protect the SCR from currents. So these three are related to overcurrent protection scheme. This is related to over voltage protection scheme. So this is about over voltage protection. Next, let us see overcurrent protection. So how can we get these over currents? So how can we get these over currents? Means during the short circuit condition. So during the short circuit condition, the over currents are flows through the SCR. So here also these over currents are divided in two methods. One is internal and second one is external. So the internal short circuits are caused by the reason like failure of SCRs or misoperation of the SCR. Okay na? Or the short circuit of converter output terminal due to fault in connected table or loads. So the internal short circuit are caused because of failure of SCR to block the forward or reverse voltages, and second one is by misfiring of pulse. These are the two reasons for internal short circuit or internal overcurrent. And second, external short circuit caused by load side or over voltages or short circuiting load. The fault current must be interrupted before the current zero position. So the overcurrents are two types. One is internal overcurrent and second one is external overcurrent. Internal overcurrents are caused because of the failure of SCR. That means misoperation of the SCR or blocking mode is failed in SCR. At that situation, this internal short circuit currents are generated. And coming to the second one, external short circuit. External short circuited is caused in load side, or if there is a overload on the SCR, it is also considered as a external short circuit. Because of the overloading, high currents are flowing through the SCR. So this also considered as a overcurrent from external side. So this short circuit are caused the fault currents. This fault currents are mainly depends upon source impedance. So the source impedance during the short circuit is we have to provide the sufficient source impedances for protection of the circuit. So this fault current can be limited by using some impedances. So the fault current is limited below the multi-cycle surges rating of the SCR. Okay na? So that means if we are providing the such source impedance means, see here, see here, this is here we are providing the inductor. That inductor will helps to limit the fault current. Okay na? So that inductor will provide the protection for the SCR. Next, in case of AC circuits, the fault current at instant of peak voltage if the source resistance is negligible. Next, in case of DC circuit, fault current is limited by source resistance. So fault current is very large if source impedance is very low. Next, the rapid rise of current increases the junction temperature and hence SCR may get damaged. Hence the fault may be cleared before occurring its first peak is reached. So here we have to consider is AC fault currents occur at peak voltage is maximum and DC fault currents is limited by using source resistor. So In DC circuit, this fault current is large when source impedance is low. Okay na. So because of this short circuited current, there is a increasing of junction temperature in the SCR. With if this junction temperature is increased, means heating of the SCR is produced. That means if heating is produced, then there is a chance of possibility of damaging of the circuit. So this is the scheme for protection of the SCR from over currents. See here we are using the inductors and capacitor circuits. By using this inductor and capacitor circuit is for controlling the or limiting the fault currents which are generated from the load side. That means if there is any fault currents are generated at load side and comes towards the SCR, this will the circuit will provide the limit. These circuits helps to limit the fault current. Okay now. So see here in this circuit, here we are using the circuit breaker and fuses. This is also used for the protection of the SCR from overcurrent protection. Okay now. So when if there is any overcurrents are generated from this side, at that situation we are using the circuit breaker and fuses. So the circuit breaker and fuses is also designed based on the, see here, depend upon the ratings. So the SCR can be protected against over voltages by using protections like ordinary fuses or renewable fuses or semiconductors. See here we are using the circuit breakers and fuses. This fuses contains either normal fuse or HRC fuse. Okay na. So our relays also, relays means depends upon the rating we are going to be used this type of switch for the protection of the SCR. So for continuous overload and surge currents of low duration, a circuit breaker is employed for the protection of SCR. So for over voltages, that means if there is a continuation of overloads are occurred, at that situation we are using the circuit breakers. So for effective tripping of the circuit breaker, tripping time must be proportionally coordinate with the SCR rating. So the large surge currents with short circuit duration are limited by connecting fast acting fuse in the SCR. So proper coordination of the fuse time and subcycle rating must be selected for reliable protection of against the overcurrents. So see here, proper we have to choose the proper rating of the fuse to protect the SCR. See here, this is the time, this is the current, this is the time, this is the device rating, this is the fuse rating, this is the circuit rating. So device rating means, see here, for same time the fuse will be used for the protection of the SCR. See here, so circuit breaker is designed to operate for very fast operation. That means, see here, at the same time the current is less compared to the device current. Okay na. So here circuit breaker is effectively used for the operation of circuit breaker up to some current levels. After reaching up, that means if the current rating is increased, after that, see here, this fuse is generally used. Why? Because this rating is above the device rating. So depends upon the SCR rating, we have to select the fuse or circuit breaker. Okay na. So by proper studying of all these graph, then only we have to choose the this fuses, whether we have to choose the circuit breaker or fuse. After studying of all these properties only, we have to go whether for fuse or circuit breaker. So see here, for proper coordination must be required for selection of the fuse or circuit breaker against these over currents. Next, di by dt protection of the circuit. So di by dt means rate of change of current. If the rate of change of current is high, then there is a problem will be raised in the SCR. See here, so generally when the SCR is turned on, when applying the gate signal, the anode current takes some finite time to spread across the junction of an SCR. So see here, for good working SCR, the spread time is uniform, but if the rate of change of current is high, then the spread current is non-uniform. So if the SCR is properly working, means the spreading time is uniform, but the SCR is not proper, means the spreading time is non-uniform. The spreading time is non-uniform means there is a chance of local heating spots. So if this non-uniform spreading of current causes the overheating, so hence the turn on process of SCR must keep below the specific limits. Okay na. So to prevent this high rate of change of current, an inductor is connected in series with the thyristor. So see here, we are using this inductor. So this inductor will provide the protection for high di by dt rating. That means high rate of change of current will be limited by using that inductor. Okay na. So this is about di by dt protection. Next, dv by dt. So dv by dt means rate of change of voltage. See here, when the SCR is in forward bias, the junction J1 and J3 is in forward bias and J2 is in reverse bias. So this J2 exhibit characteristics of the capacitance. Therefore, if the rate of forward voltage applied is very high across the SCR, so charging currents flows through the junction J2 is high enough to turn on the SCR even without any gate signal. See here, so during the turn on process of the SCR, J1 J3 is in forward bias, J2 is in reverse bias. So to get the SCR in forward conduction mode, at that situation J2 must be in conduction mode. So when we are getting this J2 is conduction mode means by applying the high voltage. When this high voltage is applied, the junction J2 will get conducted even though without getting signal. This is called dV by dt triggering of the SCR, which is generally not employed as it fault triggering process. So hence the rate of rise of anode to cathode voltage must be specified limit to protect against the false trigger. So this can be achieved by using snubber circuit. So by using snubber circuit we can protect the SCR from dV by dt rating. Okay na? So for protection of against di by dt, high di by dt rating, we are using the inductive circuit in series with the SCR. For high dV by dt rating, dV by dt protection, we are using the snubber circuit across the SCR. Okay na? So okay students, this is about the SCR protection schemes. So by using all these protection schemes, we are going to provide the protection from over voltage and over current protection to the SCR, and high di by dt rating protection and high dV by dt protection also we are providing. And last thing is another thing is temperature protection scheme. This temperature protection scheme is used by applying proper cooling agents. Okay na? So by providing proper cooling systems in the circuit, we can provide the protection for the SCR by using exhaust fans or by using some other techniques. We provide the proper cooling system for the entire SCR. By using these cooling systems, we can provide the protection for SCR. Okay na? So this is about protection of the SCR. Thank you students.